For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe, and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to all of the visionaries out there. One love to the A-Game Nation. Shout out to the A-Game family, man. I appreciate everyone. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button for me. We're going to get into it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button on the way into the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Before I give my shout outs in the chat room, as I said, make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all share the show. Also, I would like to thank everyone who reached out. Yesterday, I definitely wasn't feeling too well, and I just didn't want to come on the show going through the things that I was going through. So I appreciate everyone who reached out, everyone who responded to the post. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. I appreciate, the concern. I definitely appreciate everyone who reached out. Much love to the whole A-Game Nation, the whole A-Game family. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all's support. Much love to y'all, the visionaries that's in the building. Much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for reaching out also. But DS1 is back, man. DS1 is back. Feeling much better, of course. And we just gonna take things we're gonna go a different route. We're gonna go a different route now. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my man Sir O in the building. Salute. Shout out to Shango Zulu in the building. Salute, my brother. Gabriella Dawson. What's going on, Gabriella Dawson? Shout out to my brother, the #1 grinder in the building. Salute. Shout out to Miss Bronze Dip. Salute. Shout out to my brother Matt McKee in the building. Salute. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Miss Angie. What's going on, Miss Angie? Appreciate your love and support, Miss Angie. Shout out to my brother Walt Diddy in the building. Salute. Salute. A-Game family. Shout out to my brother, the Wacky World of O. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Y'all see today's show, man. We're going to get into it. Now, before we get into it, make sure y'all go and check out my premiere that I premiered earlier. It's very vital to today's show. Very vital to today's show. And just to let y'all know also, don't get used to me doing Saturday shows. This is not a normal thing for me. I just had to take the day off yesterday, so definitely had to come back and give y'all what y'all need. Got to give y'all that substance. So this is why I'm here on Saturday. I usually don't come and do this, every once in a while, spur of the moment type of thing, but don't expect me to be doing Saturday shows on a regular. I just want to I just want to put that out there for y'all, family. I don't want y'all coming looking for me on Saturdays like, oh, where you at, DS1? Emails and comments and stuff like that. So I just want to put that out there too. But make sure y'all go and check out my pre-recorded show, because it definitely ties into the topic. The black man's message is a threat. The black man's message is a threat. Now, as y'all can see that I put up a poll and I asked, what will get a black man killed? His money or his message? What will get a black man killed? Or why do most black men get killed? Is it because of their money or because of their message? Now, based on the polls, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it up some more. I'm gonna probably leave it up till the show ends. But so far, 67% says his message. 67% of the vote is a black man's message is what'll get him killed. And today, I want to speak on that in particular because I think a lot of black men have forgotten just how powerful our voices are. We're going to start it off right. We're going to start it off all the way right. I think a lot of us black men have forgotten the power of our voice. We've forgotten the power of our message. I think a lot of us has forgotten this. And I'm saying this because if you look at history, the black men who were the most influential are the men who came with a message that shook everybody up. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the chat room if the black men that we all know today as being the most influential men in our lives, did they come with a message that scared people? Yes or no? Y'all let me know in the chat room. Y'all let me know. Shout out to everybody in the chat. But I'm saying this because, and I'm going to get to y'all answers, but I'm saying this because we have something called Black History Month, right? And Black History Month is every day. We know they just gave us a month for dumbing us down purposes. But we know Black History Month is every day because everything that you see around you, a black man built or had a hand in it. So Black History Month is every damn day. So the black men that is championed during this Black History Month, these men are championed because of what? Are they championed because of their possessions? Or were they cherished and championed because of their message and them standing on their message through their ways and actions? Now I'm going to go over here to the chat and I'm going to see what y'all said. Yes. Yes. So the majority of y'all are in agreement that it is the message. You don't remember Malcolm X because of Malcolm X's car. You don't remember Martin Luther King because of his cars and his suits. None of that stuff. You don't remember Marcus Garvey because of his house, how his house looked, how big his house was. You don't remember these people for these things. You don't. You don't champion. These men are not championed because of these things. These men are championed because of their message. These men are championed and will forever be championed because of who they are. And your message represents who you are. See, what you stand on, right, is who you are. See, understand how this works. Understand why these men were feared, why these men were a threat, and why black men who a man with a message is always going to be more threatening than a man who just walks in with a bag of money. You see? That's what scares people. And when I mean people, I mean the people who are all in agreement with black men staying where they are. You see? Why do you think the beef is incentivized between black men? We'll pay y'all the beef. We'll pay y'all the beef. Because we don't want these other black men to understand that there's power in collaboration. There's power in black men respecting one another. You see? And these men, the Martins, the Malcolms, the Garveys, these type of men, the Khaleds, this is what they were telling black men. They were telling black men, black man, you must have internal value. To want for your brother what you want for yourself is an internal thing. That's internal. Do for self and those who look like you. That's internal. The message that the Panthers stood on is what scared people. You see? All the other things is not what shook people up. It was their message. And what they did and showed people when they stood on a message. See, because they didn't just promote what they promoted. They done things. They had after school programs. They had the food and the lunch lines and all of those things. They had those things. You see? That's what make black men a threat. That's what makes you a threat, black man. They not worrying about no money that you got from the same goddamn system that you claim you can outsmart now. You see, don't fool yourself. Don't fool yourself. Don't think that that same system that gave you the money you got, the lost value system, don't think that same system gonna allow you to become something. Don't work like that, black man. It don't work like that, black man. It doesn't work like that. You see? This is why the black men who tell black men to move away from the lost value system becomes a threat. You see how this works? Because when you're actually telling black men to move away from the lost value system, you're telling black men to get off the plantation. You see, let me show you. See, the lost value system is the plantation. We always talk about black men getting off the plantation. We have to get out of the plantation mindset. This is the plantation right here. This is what keeps you doing what you're doing. Running in goddamn circles, chasing your tail, thinking you're doing something. This is the plantation right here. This is it. Where you going? Where are you going? You're operating the way they want you to. You're not doing nothing special. You're not disrupting anything. You're letting them know that their system is working just fine. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing when you promote the lost value system. That's what you're doing, brother. You're letting them know that the American nigger factory is on autopilot. I spoke about this in those 2 streams. This is the same system that created and continues to create slaves. This system right here. This is the same system. This is the same system that created welfare. This is the same system that created all of the democratic woes that you dudes have. This is the same system that you practice. This is the same system. All the problems that you say black men have comes from practicing this system. It's this system right here. This is it. See, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. See, this is why they want black men to shut up. I told y'all they want black men to shut up and pay. Just be a trick. Just do what I say. Just pay. Shut up and pay, black man. We don't want to hear what you got to say. All that talking, all that shit you talking about, don't nobody want to hear that. Isn't that what they tell you, brother? Don't nobody want to hear that shit you talking about. Yeah, shut up and pay. Shut up and be a slave. Shut up and do what I say. You know, most of us black men grew up hearing that. Shut up and do what I say. Shut up and do what I say. Y'all let me know in the chat room how many of y'all black men grew up hearing that. Because we talking about the gynocracy, right? We talking about the gynocrats, right? How many of us grew up hearing as a little boy, shut up and do what I say? Your opinion doesn't matter. You don't know nothing. Shut up and do what I tell you. How many of us grew up hearing that? I know. But now there's grown men who are doing this. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear what you got to say. Shut up. What you talking about? Shut up. What you saying don't make no sense. Shut up. Won't you just shut up? Won't you just go away and shut up? What you saying don't matter. That don't mean nothing. That ain't gonna change nothing. That's gynocratic activity. Because when you're telling the truth, you got to shut up when you a black man. Because when you a black man, telling the truth is something that is not really respected. They don't want black men standing on truth. See? Why you think everybody got a problem with Kanye West? See, that's why I put him on a thumbnail. Because Kanye West is the epitome of the black man's message being a threat. Because remember, we're going to speak facts. Remember, who was the first one jumping on the Trump wave? Before all you dudes jumped on Trump's nuts, right? Who was pushing Donald Trump first? Who was pushing Donald Trump first? And you Negroes was saying Kanye was crazy. Who was pushing him first? See, because it'd be a lot of capping going on. See, Kanye was the first black man endorsing Donald Trump. And everybody said Kanye is out his goddamn mind. Put it in the chat room if I'm lying. Put it in the chat room. Tell DS1 he capping. Tell me if I'm capping. If I'm fronting. Let me know. Put it in the chat room. Let me know. Because I could be mistaken. I could just be getting hyped for no reason. Let me know. But if I'm not mistaken, the first black man I saw endorsing Donald Trump was Kanye West. I'm talking about publicly. I'm not talking about who you spoke to on the phone. I'm talking about publicly endorsing Donald Trump. Before he even won the election. Before it even looked like he was winning anything. Before it even looked like he was getting or giving anything to black men or black people. Who was the one sitting there talking to Trump? Telling Trump to give shit to black people? Who was that? Who was that? Who was that? Now, we ain't going to get into the politic discussion. But I'm just want to make a point. It was Kanye West. It was Kanye West, the same Negro who y'all called crazy. The same Negro who y'all said don't know shit about politics. It was Kanye West. It was Kanye. It was Kanye. Who you think Who you think made Donald Trump give shit to niggas? Kanye West. It was them talks that he had with Kanye. You see, black man, your message is always going to be vital. Don't never let nobody think they can silence you. Your message will outlive you. Let me repeat that. Your message will outlive you. So if you don't have a message, you will die a nobody. Nobody will remember you. Nobody will remember you. You will die like it's a regular day. You see? You see? Because black men of influence, when they die, they message don't. You understand that? When the cars are gone, when the clothes are gone, when all that other shit is gone, their message lives on. Your message lives through your children. You see? When you're talking about legacy, you got to have a message behind your legacy. See, if there's no history, meaning there's no message behind what the fuck you built, then what you built was in vain. What you built was in vain. Remember that, black man. Your message is a threat. What did people say when he started endorsing Donald Trump? What did people say about Kanye? Kanye done lost his goddamn mind. Kanye crazy as hell. What's wrong with that nigga? He endorsing that white man. What's wrong with this nigga? Oh, Kanye a Republican now? Oh, Kanye a conservative now? Some of you same niggas that's Trumpites now. You wasn't a Trumpite when Kanye was promoting them. When they was catching Kanye in photo ops coming out the Trump building. You was anti-Trump then. Because you don't understand the power of a black man's message. You don't understand that. And that's because you really don't understand and accept your history as being a black man. See, that's really what it's about. That's really what it's about. That's really what it's about. You don't understand the power of internal value. You don't understand that. You do not understand that. You don't. Kanye West is not a threat for a reason. You think Kanye West just a threat because he got $1 billion? Kanye was a goddamn threat when he was sitting in a goddamn studio recording the Truth album for Beanie Siegel. What's wrong with y'all, man? Do y'all know Kanye West wanted to be a rapper back then? And Jay-Z told him, nah, you need to make beats. Kanye West was rapping back then. Kanye West had a message back then. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that? Do you know that's why his wife, who's SYSBM, Kanye's SYSBM, right? His wife well, his ex-wife, soon to be, she says she loved Kanye West because of his message. She wanted to have kids with Kanye West because he's a genius. Because he's a genius. That's what she said. My husband has a vision. I love to just sit there and listen to my husband speak. How many of you have that effect on your woman? Do your woman just like to listen to you speak? See, if your woman ever told you that, or if anybody around you ever told you that, that means your voice and your message matters. If you captivate people with your voice, you should have a message. And your message should be to help people, not to hurt people. You see? You see? Understand the power of the black man's message and how your message will always be a threat. Always. Always. See, because they can always find a way to get your money back. Ask Prince. Ask Prince family. Ask James Brown family. You want me to keep going? Ask Bobby Brown. Ask Michael Jackson's family. See, they can always find a way to get the money. So you're never a threat because of your money. It's about, see, your message is intertwined into what you do with your money. This is why Michael Jackson was a threat. Because he didn't just have the money. He owned his intellectual property. Y'all hit the like button, man. I don't think y'all following me. I don't think y'all following me, man. See, Michael owned intellectual properties. You see, this is what the record labels always want to keep a hold of. Your masters. Why do you think they call it your masters? Because it is an original copy, is an original recording of your thoughts. That is what intellectual property represents. That is what your music is. Your thoughts. They have found a way to own your thoughts. This is why, as a black man today, you think your message doesn't matter. This is why. This is why you believe what you say don't mean shit. Because they own what come out your mouth. They own what come out your mouth. You know how they know that they own what come out your mouth? Because they own what you do. They own what you do. They own how you operate, black man. They know what system you submitted to. They know what system you subscribe to. So they know what's going to come out your mouth. They know you're not going to value your message or any message that uplifts black men. They know that already. They know that because they know that that shit won't benefit you because it doesn't benefit the lost value system. The truth doesn't benefit the lost value system. It doesn't. It doesn't. Just like the truth is not valuable to Brittany Renner. Because she's a part of the same system. She don't care about what you got to say. Your message. So you trying to tell me something? You trying to tell me how to live my life? You hear this? You hear this? This is the sentiments of the lost value system. When you're hearing men and women say these types of things, oh, he just trying to tell you how to live your life. You see that? Because what? The black man's message is the threat. That's the threat. That's the threat. That's what scares people. Your message. Not your money. They could easily they could double back around and take all that shit. Well, a couple dollars or a couple of shillings. We take that. You know, we take that. That's nothing. We easily take our money back. We easily take our money back in your houses and your cars, and we easily get that shit from you, nigga. That's nothing. That's nothing. That we not afraid of that. Oh, you going to get some trucks and get some little companies and shit. That's cool, but that don't scare us. You're in America. You can do business. This is why money don't scare nobody. You're in America. Free market. Do business. Get money. That doesn't scare anybody. That doesn't do anything for anybody. You know what scares the establishment? When you got black men moving with a message and they move their money accordingly. See, you could say what you want. You could say what you want. See, what you do with your money also shows what you stand on. See? You see why? You see why Malcolm X was a threat? You see why Khaled was a threat? You see why Garvey was a threat? Because before they got to the political stuff, they were telling black men to clean up their behavior. They were telling black men to clean it up. The guy on the internet, appreciate you. My brother Walt Diddy, appreciate you, my brother. A-Game family. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. She said, I see you cooking again. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Kendra. Much love. A-Game family in the building. You see? That's what made these men a threat. You want to know what made the Panthers a threat? Not just because of their revolutionary stuff, but because you had guys who were college graduates. You had college grads, dudes with degrees, standing on business, standing on the message. Huey P. Newton, somebody? Bobby Seale? Barbara Sizemore? Go and check my Black History Month series. Go to the playlist section. Check out the Black History Month series that I used to do. Showing y'all black men standing on business. Standing on business. Because they didn't follow the lost value system. So they wasn't disloyal because of their profession. They had discipline and stayed loyal to the cause, even though they had education. Even though they had education. These black men stood on it because they stood on truth. They didn't stand on their education. They stood on truth first. They stood on truth. See, they wouldn't have had no loyalty if they stood on lies. So after they got that degree, they'd have went and scurried away and ran away from black people. And ran away from their posts as men. That's what they would have done. Which most black men do today. Oh, they ain't my problem. They ain't my problem. But then you sit around and complain about the problems that's surrounding that problem. It is because black men don't understand the power of their message. See, I don't care what religion you are. If you see a book as being a black man that says message to the black man, you're going to pick up that book. If you got any common goddamn sense, and I'm not saying to even go and buy the book, but just off of the sheer name of the book, message to the black man. Message to the black man. You're going to pick that book up. And if you read the book, you'll cherish that book. And if you read, and if you ever read and understood that book, you would understand that this goofy shit that's going on around here is part of the peanut gallery. You see? And see, a black man who stand on something don't participate in the peanut gallery. A black man with a message don't participate in the peanut gallery. You know, down there with the little booger wolves and the grim lords. You know. See, if you understand something about that book, you'll understand exactly why any man who stood on that book and the tenements in that book, you understand why they were a threat? Do you understand why they were a threat? Why you think college? Now, everybody says Khalid Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin, they were poor righteous teachers. They were poor righteous teachers. Who made up that term, poor righteous teacher? Why does a righteous teacher have to be poor? See, if you're a thinking black man, first thing you do as a thinking black man is you question things. You don't just say things. You question it. You even question your own thoughts. So when we say a poor righteous teacher, what does that entail? See, because if I'm not mistaken, Malcolm X, his house got burnt down. Didn't they firebomb his house when he was a little boy? And they burned his house down when he was grown with his family. You see what I mean? But see, they come up with these types of things to basically discredit your message, black man. Because they don't want you to stand on shit. Because when a black man don't stand on nothing, it's easy for him to be moved around. It's easy for him to then be too easily used as control opposition. So you got to understand how this thing works. You have to understand how this works. If we get black men to think what they say don't mean shit, they won't say shit. And if they won't say nothing, then we could get him to say what we want him to say. And once we get him to say what we want him to say, then we own him. Then we own him. And you can't say you a thinking black man when your thoughts is owned by someone else. You see? You see how this works? Y'all give me 1 second. Got to blow my nose. 1 second. Okay, we back. But you see how that works? See how that works? You see how this works? See, when you practice the lost value system, what a black man says don't mean shit. Because in the lost value system, you have to have something material connected to it. This is why it's so easy for the black man to buy into the entertainer. This is why. This is why. You see? And Kanye West understands this. Kanye West always knew this. Why do you think he dropped out of college? Because Kanye knew he had a message to the world that he wanted to get to the world. And he didn't want to go through those avenues because he know if he went that route, people would be there to control him. See, Kanye is a genius. Do y'all understand some of your greatest dudes in the hip hop game with a message are Geminis, man? Kanye West is a Gemini. You know who else was a Gemini? Biggie. You know who else was a Gemini, if I'm not mistaken? Tupac. The great minds, the creators. Kanye West. Kanye West. Gemini, they come with a message. Communicators. Ain't Donald Trump a Gemini or is he a Leo? Which one? Y'all let me know. But Geminis and Leos get along. So you see why, if he was a Leo, you see why he was able to talk to Kanye? Kanye communicates to us through his music, through his beats. He's talking to us. But you can't hear it if you following this. You don't know that he talking to us. You don't know that he was trying to wake us up. You wouldn't know that because you following this. You looking at Kanye record sales. You still looking at the sales and what people say about him on media takeout. You're not listening to the music. You're not catching the vibes. It's about vibes, homie. And when you practice the lost value system, we don't vibe with you. Shout out to the God Kane. He always levels. See, you still vibrating on that on 130 hertz. You still over there. That's why you still looking at record sales and what people said about the music instead of you having your own opinion of it. Because you vibe with it. You see? Because you really don't value the black man's message. See, a black man's message only matters when he rich. Yeah, that Kanye album was fire. It sold 5 million records. So that made the album fire? That made the album much better than you, huh? that made it better for you, huh? That makes it better for you. That makes you say, oh yeah, the music was dope. Why? Because he sold 5 million albums. Not because you actually went there and vibed with the music. You see? See, that's what always made Kanye West a threat. His message. His message. That's why back in the day, Jay didn't understand why Kanye always wanted to rap. Irie Farms. Salute Irie Farms. Hey, what's going on, Lynette? Jay used to be like, yo, this dude Kanye always wanted to rap. I never knew why he always wanted to rap. Now Jay-Z know why. Because Kanye had a message. He had a message to bring to the world. That's why he always wanted to rap. He always wanted to rap because he had something to say. He had a message. And you know he had a message. That's why he's a threat. Right now, the biggest Drink Champs interview right now is Kanye West. Tell me if I'm lying. The only one who I think may be bigger than this one is if Jay-Z come up there. Kanye right now. They sat there and talked to Kanye for hours. He had a part 2 that was damn near 2 hours. Biggest interview in Drink Champs history, Kanye West. Why every time Kanye got something to say, it's legendary? Why? Because he got money? That's why? That's why? The money just makes what he says matter. That's what y'all think? Then why did Khalid Muhammad's words matter? Why did Malcolm X's words matter? Why did Martin Luther King words matter? Why did Marcus Garvey's words matter? Why did their words matter? They wasn't billionaires. They didn't have their own sneakers and their own. They didn't have that. They didn't have sneakers and, big clothing lines, and they didn't have that. So why was their message a threat? Why what they said was so threatening? They were poor righteous teachers. Y'all let me know in the chat room. Y'all let me know in the chat room. Y'all let me know. Let me know in the chat room. Why were the message of the poor righteous teacher so impactful in society? Why? Why? Why are people moved by poor righteous teachers? Why? Do you know today that there's a lot of dudes online who grew up in certain cities and used to see the Hebrew Israelites every day on the streets trying to tell them about that Bible? And they coming online right now acting like Israelites. And shalom to all my real brothers who stood tall from day one. See, I always respected those brothers. But those brothers are looked at as poor righteous teachers. But right now, today, some of those same things that those men were pulling out the Bible on them streets and still doing it on them streets today is the reason why a lot of these dudes got channels and make money off of these things that these brothers was out in the streets talking about. These brothers was out in the cold, going to jail, fighting police. See, I'm from New York City. The Israelites in New York City, shout out to Zabak. They don't play no games. Them brothers live and die on the message. They live and die on the message. And right now, today, you got people right here online that go to those same scriptures to show and prove what we dealing with today. Them brothers was doing that when I was in high school. Them brothers was doing that in high school when I was in high school, man. Standing on truth, the message. Them brothers caught charges for standing on the truth because the black man's message is a threat. The black man's message is a threat. Why the hell you think they changed the message in hip hop? Silly Negroes? Because that message was making black men move away from the lost value system. That's why. That's why the record labels jerked those brothers and made sure that those brothers didn't have shit. So their families could come back around and serve the lost value system. Perfect example. Scott LaRock's son. Now, if y'all know anything about hip hop history, Scott LaRock was with KRS-One. Scott LaRock got killed. They didn't give his family anything. His son grew up in the projects in the Bronx. Scott LaRock's son just got locked up for scamming. Why? Because he grew up poor. But they made sure they didn't feed Scott LaRock family because they wanted his legacy to die. They wanted his legacy to die. So the message died with him. The message died with him. That's why they did all them dudes dirty. So their children could grow up. I don't want to hear that shit. We broke, Dad. I don't want to hear that shit. We struggling, Dad. But see, y'all still don't understand how this thing goes. Y'all don't understand how this thing works. You'll learn one day, black man. As long as you keep tuning in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV, I'm going to keep giving y'all the game. The real game. The real game. See, I'm going to continue to expose this right here. I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to. Because that's my job. That's my job. A job that I took on. Me. Not nobody else. Me. See? So, black man, don't forget how vital your message is. Because your message represents you. Not your dead presidents. I bet you Jay-Z won't tell you he out for presidents to represent him. I bet you he won't tell you that no more. It's called growth and development. He ain't out for dead presidents to represent him. Because he understands the power of his message. 444. He understands the power of his message. It's because of those type of albums. While you have the album The Victory Lap by Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace. Without 444, you won't have a Victory Lap album. No, you won't. All that game he threw in that album is from listening to 444 and talking to Jay-Z. The marathon continues. That's going to outlive Nipsey Hussle's children. Nipsey will be remembered for what? His message. Not his money. His message. That's what he's going to be remembered for. Forever. You only get murals put on the wall when you impact people. When you touch the souls, the minds, and the hearts of the people. Understand that, black man. There's a mural of Nipsey Hussle all over this goddamn world. Or it's because he got some money? Or it's because of his message? You could walk in any goddamn household in America Shit, even in some white households, and see pictures of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Why? Why? Don't let that go over your head, fellas. See, when we talking about legacy, you better stand on something. Because that little money that you leave them and those little assets that you leave them, if there's no message, if there's no family message that was created by you, the man, what you left gonna go right back to this. It will go right back there. Because your children gonna give it away. Because they don't value the black man's message. So shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all for coming through today. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Victory Music, salute. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to everybody. Irie Farms in the building. Shout out to the whole A-Game family, the entire A-Game nation for pulling up. I appreciate it. Oh, Trump is a Gemini. Okay. I thought so, Bronze Dip. I appreciate you. Golden Child. What's going on, Golden Child? Salute to everybody, man. Dyson. What's going on, Dyson? Salute, Dyson. Pastor $40. Salute. Shout out to my brother, the Bishop, in the building. Shout out to my family, Heels In. Salute, family. Salute, salute. Yeah, that's us. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's us. Much love to you. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Appreciate it, E313. Much love, JLJ. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share today's show. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody who hit the Cash App, everybody who hit the Super Chat, I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to all of the visionaries for coming through and holding it down. As always, shout out to the whole A-Game nation for coming through and showing support. I appreciate all the love and the support. I'm your host, DS1 Ross. This is Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Okay, we're downloading A-Game's formula.
3, 2, 1.
This show is sponsored, and this channel
is sponsored by A-Game, a male herbal solution. A male herbal solution. Fellas, get down in the description box and join this A-Game lifestyle. This is a lifestyle promoting optimal health for us men. It's a lifestyle that promotes optimal health for us men. It is for our energy. It is for our vitality. It is for our strength. And it is for our libido. Fellas, join this A-Game lifestyle simply by clicking the link in the description box, and at your checkout, type in the promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10. Get a discount off on your purchase.